LA. She arrived in the City of Angels with her mother when she was 15 to pursue her acting career. At first, the mother-daughter duo lived out of a car. Eventually, Swank landed a role in the 1992 film version of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and the pair was able to move into an apartment. Swank went on to have a financially fruitful and critically acclaimed career. 9. Justin Bieber, estimated net worth, $65 million. I know. No one is a fan of the Biebs. But you can't deny his drive and ambition. Bieber started out living in a rat-infested house. He slept on a pull-out couch and often went hungry. But today, he drag races in Lumbos and gets rebuffed by Leonardo DiCaprio. What a life! 8. Mariah Carey, estimated net worth, $500 million. Mariah Carey grew up with nothing. She moved to New York and had to work multiple jobs at the same time just to survive. But by some miracle, she was discovered at a party by an executive from Columbia Records. 7. J.K. Rowling, estimated net worth, $1 billion. J.K. Rowling may be the best rags to riches story of them all. She started out as a struggling, single mother living off handouts from the government. She wrote the Harry Potter series, which was turned into 8 films and toys and all that stuff that helps people make a ton of money. She came from nothing and transformed herself into a billionaire. Now, that's a success story. 6. Mark Wahlberg, estimated net worth, $165 million. Marky Mark started out as a common street rat. He dropped out of school at just 14 years old and took to a life of petty crime. After serving jail time for assault, he got his life on track and got a record deal. He then went on to become a big-time actor, starring in many blockbusters including the most recent Transformers film, which grossed over $100 million in its opening weekend. 5. Leonardo DiCaprio, estimated net worth, $200 million. The Wolf of Wall Street star wasn't always a wealthy actor, playboy, mogul. It turns out that Leo started out in poverty in Hollywood, where he was constantly surrounded by criminals and shady characters. He also battled homelessness for a time before catching his first big break. 4. Jim Carrey, estimated net worth, $150 million. When growing up, Jim Carrey lived with his whole family in a VW camper parked next to the tire rim factory where they worked. After that, Carrey moved on to a plethora of low-paying jobs. He was a janitor, a construction worker and a picture frame factory worker. He has also had some stints of homelessness. Leighton Meester, estimated net worth, $5 million. Leighton Meester really had a long climb to the top. She was born in a federal jail in Texas. Her mother was serving time for smuggling drugs into the U.S. Yet, somehow, Meester grew up to play the incredibly affluent Blair Waldorf on Gossip Girl. Impressive stuff, Meester. 2. Celine Dion, estimated net worth, $400 million. Celine Dion was born to a massive French-Canadian family of 14 children. Her parents struggled to provide for her and her siblings when they were growing up. Dion hasn't struggled financially in a long time, as she has won 5 Grammys and routinely plays sold-out shows in Las Vegas. 1. Nicki Minaj, estimated net worth, $14 million. Nicki Minaj moved to the US from Port of Spain in Trinidad when she was 5 years old. She lived in a poverty-stricken neighborhood in Queens, New York. According to Minaj, she used to pray every night before bed to be rich so that she could take care of her mother. I guess her prayers were answered.